And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Thank you very much. The legendary John Bon Jovial, folks. You notice I didn't say ladies and gentlemen, but I can promise you one thing. I will slip at some time or other and go back into using that term that Air Canada has
but that's
banned.
that's only in Canada. And you know
that's true, and
that's right. It's nothing against our brethren and sistren in Canada.
Sistren,
yeah, well, you know, but you know, I'm sorry. That's just downright damned stupid.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
this whole thing about degenderizations, or, you know, if you can make up words, so could I. This whole thing has just got totally out of whack. We're going into these
what's
areas
the new
that
one
we
now
don't
that
really
describes
need.
Single people? Self-attached or something? I don't know. It almost sounds
Yes,
kinky.
Self-attached,
Yeah.
right, yes. I mean, do we really need these absurd identifications?
No.
I mean,
No,
if
no,
you are,
no.
I hate to say this. I know I'm going to get some flack for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you are so insecure that something like lady and gentleman offends you, I think the problem is not with society.
That's right. And what was the big
Moving right
brouhaha
along.
last year over "Baby, It's Cold Outside"? From the Me Too movement. You know, it's a great song.
Yeah,
it
is a beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
And you know, it to me, and again, this is something I'll take flack for, but that goes with the territory. To me, it's oversensitivity. I mean, there is nothing in there that says that he is trying to proposition her. He's trying to get her to stay a little longer, maybe have another cup of cocoa, sit by the fire, talk, snuggle, whatever. There's nothing in there that indicates either of them has any wrong ideas. And even if they do, it's their ideas, not yours.
And then you've got these
I'm
people
sorry.
that are lacking in sophistication. Certain female artists, I won't mention their name, but the last one begins with B, talking about, we really shouldn't say, but talking about things that just, you know, shouldn't even have no place being on radio. And I'm sorry, you got to hair up your butt about "Baby, It's Cold Outside"
we can't
or
say
ladies and gentlemen,
but we can talk about obscenities.
Yeah, exactly.
This society has gotten totally out of hand. I'm sorry.
Yes.
This has just gone too far. Stop. Put the brakes on. Stop it now.
You know,
Let's get back
you and I,
to
we
some
may not,
semblance of sanity.
Yeah, you and I, we may not politically agree all the time on things, but this is one subject that we're marching lockstep with each other. Absolutely.
And trust me, it's not just us of the, I don't know, can you say males? It's only us of the male identities that feel this way. I know a heck of a lot of women that agree. It's time to put a stop to this crap and get back. There's so many more serious things, more important things that we need to address. And, you know, it's just stupid. It's not even worth wasting the time talking about it. So I'll stop talking about it and say that we have a lot of ladies on the show today, including an up-and-coming singer-songwriter who's considered a bit of a star in the making. She's part of a group known as the Highway Women, along with Heather Nicole Harper, Amanda Pruitt, and Drew Haley. She's a Kentucky girl now playing out of Nashville. It's been said that she delivers her music with the spirit of Reba, the confidence of Miranda, and she delights her audience with her contagious, happy disposition, just like Dolly Parton does. I think you'll find this track, well, to me anyway, has the spirit of 9 to 5, along with a healthy dose of How Do You Like Me Now? Here's Kristen K. and Just Watch Me.
I'm not that little girl, puppet on a string, or the little glass doll that stands there and sings. Yeah, you think you know me? Well, think again. Get the gasoline and the burning flames for all your information. That's kind of my thing. Yeah, you think you know me? Well, think again. I'm a little bit classy, I'm a little bit sassy. Don't get in my way, you can kiss my. Yeah, just watch me, I'll prove you wrong. This girl has got grit, determination. I'm being serious, so time for the games. I'll prove you wrong, just watch me and know my name. Mountain of hope to the trenches of hell. Don't judge me, I got a story to tell. Yeah, you think you know me? Well, think again. I'm not giving up no matter what you say. Can't change my mind, 'cause I'm on my way. Yeah, just watch me, I'll prove you wrong. This girl has got grit, determination. I'm being serious, so time for the games. I'll prove you wrong, just watch me. You know my name. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Say I'm too green or I'm too young. Well, just keep talking, 'cause I just put you in this song. Yeah, just watch me, I'll prove you wrong. This girl has got grit, determination. I'm being serious, so time for the games. I'll prove you wrong. Yeah, just watch me, I'll prove you wrong. This girl has got grit, determination. I'm being serious, so time for the games. I'll prove you wrong, just watch me and know my name. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Know my name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
There you go, Kristen K. Just Watch Me. What you think of that one, John Bon Jovial?
Well, I hope you got the boys in the booking department trying to get her so we can interview her, because I like what I heard. I haven't heard that before. I know you always like to surprise me with the music, but I think this was pretty doggone good. I liked it. Got a lot of potential. This is the kind of musician that I would love to go to a good country bar, get a buzz going because I've had too much beer, and just dance a storm up, because she's just that good.
I agree 100%. As a matter of fact, she asked me for my opinion, and you know my motto, never ask my opinion unless you truly want to hear it. And so I told her, I said, you've got a potential hit on your hands here. This is one that's going to be chinking coins in the jukebox and bucks on the bar for a long time to come. So, yeah, yep. I agree 100%. Yeah. And I also agree with you on the thought of having her come visit us on the show, and have already broached the subject with her. And we are looking forward to see if maybe we can put something together in the not too far distant future. I know we're already booked up for the rest of the season, for the rest of this year, but maybe we can get her on early next year. So listeners, tell us what you think. We always like to hear your opinions, because you're the reason we do it or don't do it. So drop us a line. The email is david@TheDavidBowers.com. Tell us what you think about Kristen K. Just Watch Me, right here on the David Bowers Awards.
This is David Martinez. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I know I'm listening to the David Bowers Awards on Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, he fits right in here. I mean, none of us know what the heck.
We really don't know what we're doing here. We just fake it.
Thank you, David Martinez. So good to hear from you. And he's having quite a year. I know he's hopefully going to be with us again for South by Southwest. And we'd like to get him on again before that if possible. But that's a whole nother story. We want to thank him and also thank our house band, Titty Bingo, for providing our theme song. And you can check out Titty Bingo online. They are rebuilding their website, so it's in process. But they've got a neat interactive site. You can go in there, play around with it, features, and also check out their music. Check them out, tittybingo.com. It's always time to play Titty Bingo. John Bon Jovial, it's always time for us to hear what's going on with you.
Well, here in Southwest Florida, David, fall has finally arrived. We had a bone-chilling low temperature Sunday morning of 61 degrees. I don't know how I got through it. I thought, to quote Rosanna Dana, I thought I was going to die. But I survived. And that afternoon, I think it got up all the way to 79 degrees. So, winter in Southwest Florida can be a beautiful thing. It's the summer. It's that 10 months of summer that can kind of do you in a little bit. But, enough about that. What about you? What's going on in the Valley of the Sun?
Well, we have progressed to milder weather. As a matter of fact, we've actually been down in the 50s a couple of times already this year, and we are having, I think, what may well be our last gasp of the upper 80s right now. Of course, by the time people hear this, we could be down in the 60s, but as of right now, we're in the mid-80s. It's supposed to drop down into the low 80s or upper 70s by the end of the week, and then we're set for winter. So we probably won't get much over 77, 78 degrees for the next couple of months.
Well, you better get your parka out then, because I know how susceptible you are to this frigid weather.
Oh, I know. I've got the woolies out already. I mean, when you start getting down into the 50s, that's time to prepare for the worst. I guess you could say that 30, 40 years out in the Southwest has kind of spoiled my my Yankee upstate New York blood a little bit, thinned it down some. But the cold does. It may not be quite as bad as you intimate that it is, but it does bother me. So we get the woolies out and get ready for it. Oh wow, we've got a fun show lined up for you today. It seems like an almost all female show with some great artists and talent coming up on here. And of course, we've got lots of music for you. And as I said, we are already filled up with some great artists the rest of the year out, and somewhere along about the third week of December, we'll have our Christmas show on. We're going to play some Christmas music by artists who have appeared on our show. And we already, for those of you who missed it, had a great show a couple of weeks ago with Joe Bonsall of the Oak Ridge Boys, who brought their Christmas album, Down Home Christmas, onto the show and played a couple of tracks off of that. So that's one you want to look out for. He also told us an interesting little sidebar to the story. The day that album was released, the Oak Ridge Boys' Down Home Christmas, and I forget the exact date that it was released, but for those of you who remember artists who were big in the 60s and still are a name, Dionne Warwick released her new album, the first one she's done in like forever. She released a Christmas album on the same day as the Oak Ridge Boys released Down Home Christmas, and the boys were on Dionne Warwick's album. They sang back up on a track on the album. So it's a neat thing, kind of an interesting little piece of trivia and an extra thought for you if you're looking for a different type of Christmas album, or if you happen to be into the major artists, especially from that era, Dionne Warwick and such. There's another album you might consider adding to your collection.